A lot of times when we say we need clarity, there are two things. It's one of two things that we're experiencing. It's either we are having an overwhelm of options, right? That is, you have so many things in your mind, so many paths to take, and every one of them seems to be colliding in your mind, and you do not just know which to move towards. The second is you have an absence of options, right? That is, you do not even have any options at all. You just feel clogged. It's like, I know that I need to be moving in a certain direction, but I don't even know what to do. I don't even know where to start. Now, how do you come out of this rut? Now, the first thing is a mindset shift. And that mindset shift is understanding that clarity is never without, it's always within, right? It's never on the outside of you, it's always on the inside of you. Regardless of the insight that you will receive that you do not have, it has to have some semblance and a resonance to a knowledge that is in you, right? And that's a conversation to unpack for another video. But now when you are in this situation, if you are in that position where, for example, you have an overwhelm of options, you want to ask yourself three questions. Now, the first question is, what do I actually seek out of this situation, right? Now, that speaks to vision. What do I want out of this? That is crafting your North Star. And the second question is, what is holding me back from moving forward? What's holding me back? Yeah, I have all of these options, but what is holding me back from picking just one of these and moving forward? Now, what's going to happen when you ask yourself that question is that you are going to be faced with the consequence of each option, right? That is, for every path you want to take, you come face to face with the consequence. You come face to face with the resources, right? The resources that you have and the resources that you feel you don't have. But what that particular question will do for you is, it helps you simplify the options. So you want to know what is stopping you. You'll find that when you answer that question, it's elusive, right? It's an illusion. So you want to sit with that. And then the third question is, if fear wasn't a factor, what would I do? Now, this question is so powerful because we do not realize how much of what we want to do and what we need to do that is simply a fear of choosing the wrong path. And so it's the reason why an important mindset shift to have is that whatever you do, it's an adventure, right? You need to have such a mindset of an adventurer. You're a human being, right? You're having an experience, so it's an adventure. And so you must recognize that regardless of the path that I take, when I take it through a critical decision analysis process, whatever I come out with, I am going to go with that. And even if that does not give me the outcome that I want, I have the permission to change my trajectory. So now, but what if the confusion or the lack of clarity you experience is really based on an absence of option, right? Now, the answer to that is what you need is perspective. Now, what that means is you want to sit into the complexity of that confusion, which many times we like to run away from. Guys, listen. There is nothing, right? No matter how dumb you think you are, there is no answer you can't come into if you sit with that question long enough. So if you think you don't have options, if there are no options available, you need perspective, right? Give yourself some time, sit through it, right? Sit through it, write through it. Simply just, this is what I want from the situation. You write that out, write into clarity. Do you see? And when you're able to do that, you get perspective, and then you can now ask yourself more questions. The options will just open itself up to you. When you have perspective, you have options. Do you see? And it's important for you to also understand that there would always be more than one option. And so you just need to pick the option that you're more resonant with, right? Pick one option and move. Be decisive. And as you move on, Be aware that you can iterate, right? You can iterate. So that's it.